played
Make
yourself.
it Slack.
Slack and he sits around and hears stories. Or she.
Makes sense.
Holy shit!
Oh my god,
Those
that's
are
actually
all
fantastic.
so good. It's a
They're
6, a 4,
all
a 9, and
so
11.
good. Like,
Yeah.
4 of them are single digits. One of them's barely double digits. Holy shit.
What?
This
This is the
wolf pack
luckiest
has seen some
campaign we've
shit.
ever had.
It is this pack, man.
What the?
What's your... No, I'm fuck your guys' passive perception. Exception of cool this shit. As you guys are like, a Johnny Zonder. That's a interesting sounding name. Out of the corners of your eye, you guys all see Slack sit up suddenly.
Oh.
And they look the most awake you guys have ever seen them outside of actual combat.
You alright, buddy?
Takes a head.
I'll reach into my bag of treats that I've been collecting.
Slack walks up.
Hey there, what's the matter, love? Stroking her and
He boops your forehead with all your throat and stuff like that. He doesn't care. He's a direwolf. He boops your head with his like forehead, like boop, and just sort of leaves it there for a moment. Well, if it ain't Slack. How you been? Woof. Yeah, I feel ya. Same.
I'm sorry, you two know each other.
Oh, I knew it was old master. Looking good. Woof. Yeah, I feel ya.
Really.
Happy to see you, buddy. Happy to see you. You still got the ink? Shakes head. Oh, that's a shame. Maybe in due time you'll get it back. Don't let me keep you up, though. I know you like your rest.
Oh.
Slack goes back.
well, that was odd.
You should talk to Slack about
Yeah.
this. It just waves at the talisman. You should talk.
Not much to talk about. I knew his old master.
The druid folk.
No, not what's his face, Henrik. No. Slack used to be a part of a different tribe.
Huh.
Don't you all find it interesting? How different they all look? How different they all are?
Interesting, I suppose.
They're sort of like us. Different strokes. The different folks have different strokes.
Yeah, little man. A little
Are you
band of
saying they were like
outcasts.
something other than wolves? Or were they?
No. They're wolves through and through, but dire wolves can live quite a long time. And let's just say, the voice in your head, little man, this ain't the only voice I got.
Huh? What?
You'll see in due time. You'll see.
Oh, okay.
Dire wolves might be able to live a long time, but we will not if you continue the light show.
I don't know how long I'll live.
Don't worry. You guys hear a snap, like someone snapping their finger, and then like the light dims on the necklace itself. And the fires nearby look like they were like for but a moment subdued before rekindling back to their original status. There we go. But yeah, pleasure to meet all of you. You can just call me a Johnny.
Okay.
Is that alright?
It ain't my true name, of course. I'd be a fool just be giving that to you.
Speaking of which, do you know my name?
Your name's your name, boy.
Hey, but
I suppose you don't. You
Yeah.
don't know your last name, do you?
I would know the name I was given when they found me, but I don't know if that's the right one.
It's the right one.
Okay.
Though I think your pronunciation on it's a bit different. Clever
What?
trick that.
Oh,
Give me your true name, right?
I don't know.
Don't worry, little man. In due time, we have all the time. I can teach you. I can show you the world.
Shining
Etymological
shimmering
pursuit.
I knew someone was
aside-
gonna make
no,
it.
Nope, not doing it. Etymological pursuits aside, how long will the Phil God be staying?
I ain't a Phil god. Sorry.
I doubt anyone else will see it that way. And that's what's important.
Ah, you're wise and fair enough. I'll be around as long as he's around and you keep that necklace on you. But hey, if you get tired of me, just ditch me somewhere. Won't be the first time. I'm very good at waiting.
Alright.
Very good at waiting, you say. How long?
Wouldn't you like to know, provincial boy?
Isn't that why you ask questions? Because you want to know the answer?
We'll teach you sarcasm too,
Oh, okay.
just in case.
I totally don't know about that.
What a shame. Don't worry, in time you'll learn.
No, that was sarcasm.
I know. Let's call playing the bit. But I'm a little tired. New vessel and such. So forgive me a moment as I get some respite.
Oh,
I'm still here
okay.
though, don't worry. I'm still here. The voice was quiet.
Oh, wait a second to see if anyone speaks.
Silence amidst the camp.
Well, congratulations on your new phylactery. I'll be going over there now.
What's a phylactery?
Shrugs.
Regret, probably. Have fun. I go over here as well.
Okay.
So Zara, as you go back to like the campfire, the cooking fire, Orange is just like his one eye is just like super awake and he just looks at you. Is that normal for you guys? Just wondering.
Yes. A bit mild.
Oh god.
A bit mild.
The other day we had some kobolds do some treasure hunting for us, and there was that one time when the sky suddenly blew up and there was lightning and there was this gigantic prophecy written in the clouds. And yeah.
Roll me your charisma.
God.
He just blinks. He blinks / winks at you because he only has one eye right now. God's help you all. That's wow. I'm just gonna go back to cooking. I'm a simple guy.
Simple man with simple plan.
All in a day's work.
Yeah. You can tell everyone supper's ready.
Supper's ready.
Oh, wonderful.
Just look over to Brendan.
Food.
Brendan is shyly trying to talk to keep an eye on Ori and see if she's alright.
Do you know the deals of the contract you made?
Oh,
Ori's probably fucked off over here somewhere. Way over here.
No. No, I don't.
I would message him. Johnny, can we speak like this?
You got no response.
I would message him again. You need to see a Diabolist.
Diabolist.
What the hell's a Diabolist?
Consider it like a broker. I would keep talking through him with message. They might be able to help you make sure that deal doesn't wind you up in a shallow grave somewhere, or worse.
Okay. He sort of shrugs at you, sort of still not understanding what you're meaning.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Message him again. Nothing comes for free.
If you say so. I've got in this however many years I've been alive out of listening to them. Bit late now.
Not if you find the right person to negotiate a pact.
Who's to say that the pact isn't what is keeping me alive in the first place?
You've already admitted you don't know.
Aye.
Conjecturing about it further is pointless.
Aye. If you say so. I'm not wise about these things. Like, I understand I'm a smart lad and can read things, but I don't know a lot of things to be smart about. But I'm smart enough to know that I don't know about a lot of things.
Being ignorant is curable. You can find the knowledge. Being stupid is a terminal disease. Determine which one you are.
A pain in people's ass.
I don't think there's any more really.
Verdane looks at you for a moment longer, and then goes to get supper.
Why are you the way you are?
Oriana's gonna stand up and offer a hand to help Brendan up if he's not already standing.
He's just gonna remain seated for a minute and say, I'll join everyone for food in a minute. I'm just gonna
Fair
wait
enough.
for a second, I think. It's been a lot of talking.
Understandable. But congratulations, you made the decision. And she's going to rip this off. And get some stew.
Yep. Arn, you guys present your sort of mess kits, and Arn scoops ladle after ladle of nice, hearty venison stew. And you guys will get situated. For Sajar, you regain 34 hit points. No rolling necessary. It is double his ranger level, so 7 double to 14 plus his wisdom mod, so 14 plus 3 is 17. And then you get 2 of them, 2 of these special healing rations, so that's 34 HP. So that gives one last ration that he could cook up for anyone.
Maybe heal himself some.
There's no healing himself anymore, mate.
Ah, fair.
No.
Question for you, Crash.
So,
Is Merica still over there alone?
no, she's around for you guys at supper right now.
Just like right here.
Okay.
Go look at the
Yeah, my
homebrew
computer,
doc
cooking
there.
dinner.
That will at the bottom, the second page of it. That is the list of rations. He is 7th level, so you can't make level 15 shit, obviously, because that's how math works.
Meth.
Note some of them only last like a certain amount of time. So like the stuff that lasts like 10 minutes or whatever, it would be fucking worthless because it would just get elapsed immediately. I guess all of these elapse within a minute, don't they? Well, shit. Well, I guess the question is, they don't need healing.
No, I'm good.
Because I just realized all these only last a minute.
I don't think I took any damage at all.
Mm-hmm.
Then it is a particularly hearty stew. As you guys enjoy 1 HP apiece or whatever. I don't know. Great, I'm from full to full.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, you
It's
guys
actually quite excellent.
settle down for supper. Those of you that are the more keen-eyed, note that Kasai doesn't join you. And Lambert gets a bowl for her and then brings it over to her. The two of them have a short little exchange. And he just sets the bowl down next to her and goes back to the fire. Sajar, you talk. Small talk with Tolis, who is very practiced at eating while writing. University student lifestyle.
Yeah, that.
Yep. And they're just like writing, and you're talking, and like they're doing like 3 different things at once, like eating, talking, writing, and just nods and accords. I have my own theories on who or what a Johnny is. I mean, there's a very significant correlation to the fire symbology, so that does speak for a couple of different aspects. Definitely not a demon, so that's good, unless there's some sort of Pyrrhic-based demon I've yet to hear about, which would be they stop. Very concerning.
Yeah, I have no idea who he is. I do. The name, though, it sounds Frajaran, but off, if that makes sense.
Roll is intelligence for Tolus. Hiya.
God, Tolus. Chat.
No, that's perfect.
I guess you're sort of giving them advantage. No, watch it be an
That
outlet.
moment when you share one brain cell.
Actually, does Tolus speak for Jar?
Exchange? No, there is a difference. I'm crazy.
There is no exchange in language. Exchange in language is common. Nope. Tough not. I get what you mean. There's something I don't know for Jar myself, but I get what you mean. There's something familiar but unfamiliar about it. I can't put my finger around what though.
Well, what potential options do you think there might be?
I don't know.
Crap.
Potential options could be fire related. The summer courts have a strong affinity for fire. Could be an elemental. There's literal fire elementals. That's rock. Could be a devil. Devils have a very, very strong connection with fire, although I hear there are some that do split off. I know one that they tap like the tip of their pen on their chin. I know one that, well, there's multiple really, but one does stick out to me in particular. Revels in almost a cold, but not cold. It's hard to explain.
What's like a
So
separation?
it could be celestial. There's lots of purity by fire, celestial
Yes.
implications as well.
Yeah,
Oh, I know
Celestial
that
want to
well.
hide its identity like such.
There are plenty of celestials that hide their identities.
There's a good one and a bad one, correct? That speak.
So he says.
Then if you find out what Ore is, you might have your answer.
Tolos looks around. I don't see Ore anywhere. I mean, Ore is probably some sort of fae, right? So
Easiest assumption.
Not necessarily.
Hmm?
Familiars might take a body, but it's not actually a fairy,
right.
most likely.
That's a fair point.
It could be a demon.
Could be. Well, that was again its own shadowing implication. If
Turkey.
it were some sort of puric, fiery-based demon, that's as far as my notes have gone. Which, in fairness, I'm not a Maestros Academy, so. But as far as I know, there's no fiery-based demons.
I wouldn't put a count on it being a demon. I don't think we'd be alive if it was.
There'd probably be more telltale signs of corruption if it were a demon. That's the nature of demons. They are insidious. They try to get into worlds. So, Toles just looks around and shrugs. Hasn't happened yet. But Johnny did say he can wait a long time, so... What's time to an immortal god?
An afternoon.
A blink of an eye. Dunno. But it was a very interesting ritual to behold nonetheless.
So you
On a
say.
different note,
Speaking of
Thomas.
which,
You could try
go
asking
ahead.
Kasai. I mean, don't get me wrong, I try to be a scholar of different facets of ideologies and religion, but Kasai is steeped in this. She's from here. Right? So of all people, she would know the differentiations between different fell gods and things like that.
Yes, but
Oh, I
judging
can
from her
feel
reaction,
her
she doesn't
judgment
exactly
all
want
the
to
way
dig
over
into
there.
it.
Only one way to find out. But you find out. I don't want to get hit by Kasai.
speaking of being hit, I had an epiphany when Oriana was beating the living hell out of me.
Yeah, why were you? Why?
It was at his request.
Okay, but that don't answer why he wanted to get hit. Unless that's
Maybe
what
he's
you're
a
into, in which
masochist.
case I don't judge. Like, but
That
can
is
you
definitely
not do it in visible
Were
line
they?
sight of us?
That is
Just
100% not.
puts a hand on Tolus's shoulder. It's the way of warriors. You wouldn't understand.
They get a slight smile on their face. I'm a scholar, not a warrior, so that's fair.
And I am a lover and a warrior, but that's neither here nor there. The realization I had, the epiphany, if you will. Here, he takes out the rock of spell storing, puts it back in Tolus's hand.
I just gave it to you.
quite. Yes, I realized that I am quite durable. You, on the other hand, are not. You need this far more than I do.
And they get a smirk on their face. Are you sure?
I am certain.
More persuasion.
To be fair, it would get more use in your hands for experimentation purposes. He's a god!
Oh my
Holy shit!
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ!
Our rolls today, Jesus.
We can't get in a fight. If we get in a fight, we will TPK. It doesn't matter what it's gonna be a squirrel, it will eat us.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
we can't touch anything. Just go to sleep.
Alright,
Still
let me just
looking
open up
for
list of
you.
crits.
Again.
Again.
Wait, did you add? I have to check. I have to know. Is there
Wait, you're
one for
double
Slack?
nat 20s?
No. I have to check to see if you added Slack on here.
No.
Can you?
No.
Please.
Slack's not a PC, I don't give a shit.
You're right.
By logic, how come the 16 other NPCs aren't on here?
Because they're not a wolf that rolled a 1 on a D100.
You don't know what they rolled.
No, I'll give them that.
That's what I thought. Anyways. There you go. I really appreciate you giving it back, even though I can really see that you really want to keep it. But thank you.
I will not deny that I am one greedy bastard, but there is a certain charm to seeing your what is the word? Your
Naivety?
Yes. Your flight. Simply gain. It's always nice to see someone just like the other second there with Brendan.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
And I will make my damnedest to ensure that you're around to remember.
I'll hold you to it.
Of which, I need the two of you for something.
Huh?
Certainly.
How well steeped in history are you?
I could be better, but I got a decent grasp on it. Depends on the sort of history.
I'm not studied, but I've heard a thing or two in my travels.
I'm going to list off 3 names, 2 of which I can pronounce, 1 of which I can't.
You can get rid of the bracketed one because they're not getting back to me.
Istron, Ludwig, and Archidamadelis. Do these names mean anything to you?
Ooh. I don't think Sajar would even have the chance at this knowledge, I'm afraid. I would give like a disadvantage roll to Tolus, and they need to roll
Don't worry,
really well.
I'm asking Kasai right after we're done.
Okay. What?
So you want to throw some bardic dice on that bitch?
There's no saving that
Why?
trash.
There is not.
There's no saving that trash. Like the
Why are
DC
you
for
the
Tolus
way
would be
you
like
are?
a 20. Like there's no saving that that low roll. If it were like 15, I'm like, okay, there's a flicker of a chance. But this one, it's like rolling
No.
that low. There's no way.
In all fairness, I didn't expect her to know. I was going to
Yeah,
task her
so-
with finding out.
Yeah, I'm afraid not. Sorry.
Me neither.
He writes them down. Whenever you get a chance, if you could find this information out for me.
Certainly. Sounds like well, if I'm being honest, it doesn't seem much piques your interest. So I'm happy to help you along on something so suddenly intriguing.
It's mission essential information.
Huh? I don't understand, but I'll trust you on it. And you hand over the slip of paper with the names written on it to Tullis. And they make like a notation on a different page, just copying over essentially.
He just stands up. Then don't let me bother you any further.
Tullis just takes a bite, mouthful of stew.
As he's walking over here to Kasai, he would just look at Marika. Just insight. What is she? Or what's her general disposition?
Roll insight. 25!
Look at that! Literally rolled a 19.
You get a look at Marika, and it's a forlorn look on her face. Not that she's mad or sad by it, even though that is what sort of a forlorn connotates. It's reminiscent. And you note that she's further away from everyone else, and she's in a relatively good position to see a wide view on all of them, to like fish eye, like get a whole perspective on it. You walk past her, and she notices you and nods at you like firmly once, and you reciprocate it. But the impression you get off of her, past reminiscent, it's a very cherishing look. Like, this is something that she clearly had taste of before, lost it, and now has some of semblance of that greatness again now. And you were given that imprint. You can see why she is the way she is. She's very maternal. She's very protective at times. You don't know what circumstance, setting, or situation she had or was in before. But it had to be something similar to what is happening now. And then something had to have happened to it for her to lose it.
Okay. As he's walking by, he would just stop and turn and face them with him and take in the same view. This is what we're fighting for, America.
There's a small smile on her face. Nods. I know, but I'm afraid as time goes on, as we go north, there will be less and less people around the fire. So I just want to enjoy it now with as many people as we have.
I understand. And the more we fight for it, the more we'll keep. Even if it's not all of it.
He nods. I
He would
suppose it's
just
up to
look
us
at her.
to keep a watchful eye on all of them, yes?
And that is why I placed my faith in you and your friends. He would
hope
just
it
whisper as he
turns-
walked away.
Hmm?
But more so you.
Just chuckles quietly to herself. And then, after getting one last snapshot of this visual, joins everyone by the fire herself. There you are. Here's a bowl. Oh.
He would head over to